Hello, welcome back. Last time I entered an alternate world where I put the game into a different mode than the one I accidentally activated here. It was kind of exhausting. I'm hoping maybe I can finish that process today. Okay, so, right, I did everything in what was available in the demo at the beginning. So, right, here we go into the Lands of Love. Alright, so Mary is here. She changed her hat color. Absorbable love. Does nothing. How terrible. That's what love is. It does nothing. I was wondering what they would have to say about this element. The forward thinker. Right, and there's also the reversal element. I guess she didn't go into this level yet. Well, she did, because she noticed that no love was used here. Anyway, so Earth at the end. But I need to think forward. Right, the forward thinker. So water, wind, fire. Right, water, wind, fire, earth. Then it reverses, and we do things this way. Right, yep, gotta solve puzzles. Oh wait, she's here already. Hi. So it is her element color, of course. Plenty of air in the air. Oh, can I just pull air out of the air? Alright then. So she doesn't need to touch a, what are these called? Orbs? To actually get a, friends. To get a thing going. Anyway, puzzles. Alright, Amor Operatorium is done for now. Let's go to Amor Knife. That didn't take too long. I'm being a lot quicker to look at previous reference material. Right, so I came in the same way. Look at previous reference material to see what I had previously done. But okay, this should let me fast forward real quick to where I was. Still gonna have to do the optional puzzles, probably on my own time. I assume those won't play into the friendship, but I guess I don't know. I want to check something though. I don't trust. What's my friendship status? Let's make sure I didn't miss any appearances. What would I do if I had? Get sad? I guess I would just keep playing with persistent NPC on. And just, well, be a little annoyed that I missed some dialogue, but know that I wouldn't miss any more. Friendship status, good, okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm never going to trust that, like that's just, the trust has been broken permanently, so I can never rely on not having broken my friendship again. Unfortunate, but that's just the situation we're in. Oh, hi, you're here. Well, let's make sure to do this now. If I went into the A level, would it break my friendship? I don't know. Here you actually use the love. She has an earth element right now, I can tell by her hat. Yeah. It's made of love. Ah. Looks like it'd be like marshmallowy. That's what I'm seeing. Alright, well I did this second, so I'm going to keep on doing it second. 56. Okay, I think this catches my stats up to where I was other than the red parts. Alright, good stuff. So, I managed not to exhaust myself too much doing this. Let's make sure we're still friends. So that I know. And then we can actually see some new puzzles. Ah! Okay, yes, so she is there. Alright, I'm not ignoring you. I'm doing the opposite. Okay, and yes, when I turned back on persistent NPCs on my save file, this is where she was. Okay, we have caught back up to reality. I have been playing for 27 minutes. The rest of you have seen less than that. She has no element right now. You can see the Zoe gate. Interesting. Didn't the librarian say each person who comes here must spell their own name? Yeah. Everyone who wants to leave must find all letters of their name, and yet she sees Zoe. Yeah. Marie, that's her name. 3 letters. Oh, she didn't see the librarian, though. So is it like the last person who entered has to spell their name, but like, I entered after Mary entered, but she was expected to exit first, maybe? The master is out. Your portrait doesn't fit in the frame. There's a little non-animated version of the void background behind Mary there. Yeah, please wait for the master, that's right. Well, you keep running around, well, so do I. We just don't spend enough time in the same place. I should have mentioned that, though. That's fair. Find the letters. You saw one in the Meadowlands. Okay. Got it. All right. Understandable. The puzzles are a lot of fun. And I will have a lot more fun now that I can actually solve new ones. Okay. All right. So, that's what's happening here. All right, so this is available. Old stuff was available. That's what I said I would do a while ago, so let's stick with that. So what can I do? Okay, first of all, nothing will have changed in the library, right? And the gate over here takes 70. Alright, so optional things or like out-of-the-way stuff that I just didn't get to. I guess first finale is probably going to be the demo final puzzle, which was very involved. Okay. Of course, same stuff, and just in case it matters. And what did this bookshelf say? Right, that, okay. Anyway, so Purple Forest has one thing I have not gotten, and I do not know where it is. It just has not appeared yet, at all. Distant Shore has 3 I have not gotten. Are any available? Past the 40 gate? Yes. I don't believe I have done F or 6. Yeah, Clover was not familiar. Elemental Stack V2 was. Let's start with the number, as I normally do. So I guess we're not getting new puzzles today. Just slightly older old puzzles. Okay, so right. I'm going to need 1 wind to get back, and that's all. Prior to that, I will need 2 waters. Prior to that, I will need a wind and a water and a wind. Okay, now what did I just say? Right, so reverse thinker. 1 wind to get back. 1 wind to get in. 1 water to get up. 1 wind to get over. 1 water to get up. Why do I have a spare water? I must have miscounted. Because this actually takes 2. That's why. Okay. Wind, wind, water, water, wind, water. Great. I sort of remember this puzzle. Reckless Fall. Oh, I remember the alternate version of this puzzle being very involved. The main one was not as bad. If I take those 2 waters... How much water do I need? I need a wind at the end. I would like to duplicate a wind. There's a chance to do that all the way up there. If I take these and duplicate one of them, let's see how that goes for me. Well, I have an extra water now. That is not good for my queue. Well, let's see how this goes. I don't need 2 wind in a row. I don't need 3 wind in a row. No, no, this is no good. So I need wind, water, water, wind. Okay. I don't have to take that. In fact, I should not take that. Yes, I should, because I need a wind after it. But that's the one that I collect on the way there. So I'm okay with wasting a duplicator? Maybe. Yeah, totally. Right? No, I do need another one of those waters. No, and I need this wind. Right, this keeps not working out. Okay, so once again, at the very end, after I have the sun fragment, I need to use water, wind, water, water, wind. This, I don't have a cursor in this game. The wind down there. Like if I get to the spot that's just below me, with just one wind on me, I'll have everything I need. Why is there so much water? Well, there just kind of is. But that's okay, that's not the only way. I could also... Reckless Fall. If I take that wind last, that means it's the next element I use when I go up there, so I really don't want to take those waters right now. Which means I'm wasting a duplicator. Is that okay? Unknown. I think I'm short of water here, so possibly not? Probably not. I need to leave a water here. Or do I actually want something as silly as... How far could I get with water alone? That was the solution to the alternate version of this, wasn't it? Maybe? Man, I don't know. So I either take those waters on the way down or not. If I don't take them... then I'm wasting a duplicator. And not having enough water down below. Right, do I actually take that wind first? Like... What, this? None of that makes any sense. No, that's all definitely wrong. It's not the farthest off. Well, no, I need 2 waters, so okay. Whoa, I don't remember how to solve this one. Alright, so, again, think in reverse. This is the normal version, right? This is called Reckless Fall. This is a layout I remember very distinctly, and there is a 7S. Okay. Now hold up. If I take these and use them here immediately, what specifically is wrong with that? I end up with 3 wind here, that's what's wrong. Wait, but couldn't I have done this? Well, that's all wrong too. I still have too much wind and things are just in the wrong order. Water I can't use, wind that's in the wrong order. Unless I do actually do the other way? I don't think so, no. I mean, can I? No, because that wind comes at the wrong time. No, I have to have a wind in my queue at the time that I do that. What? What is happening? So I can duplicate water or wind. If I don't duplicate water, I won't have any left. If I do duplicate water, then wind's in the wrong place. Wait, hold on. I can get up here with 1 water? Yeah, if I burn the duplicator. Which means I can leave 1 water behind. And just burn the duplicator and be okay with it? Is this the solution? Weird, but okay, I guess that's it. Alright, that worked out. How strange. Alright, 7S. I do remember... Really? I'm doing this now? Yes, because... Right, okay, this is a... Oh no, everything is very confusing now. Because this was in the demo, but was not in my first save file. So I feel the need to resolve it this way. Okay, so right, I remember just a big old water ladder was my solution to this, right? Just don't even... let's see, I need 1 wind, but the rest can be water. Or I can, like, ignore that thing. That wind's at the wrong place. I need a wind earlier? And there was also the option of doing that. Which might be what I want. I got 2 waters though, and that's not great, and now I'm duplicating a wind, which is also not great, and now I won't have enough water. Probably. I certainly don't want this much wind. Okay, so this is clearly all wrong. So if I did take that, I want the wind first. Can't have it though, unless I do it this way, which is... Why do I want the wind first? No, I can use that wind just in time. I need a wind at the end though to get through the top, like that's non-negotiable. Alright, let's duplicate water since I have the no, I want wind at the end. That's the problem. I don't have wind at the end. Like it's at the wrong end. I don't want 2 of it. I want to duplicate my water instead. Oi, right, okay. So if I did this, what possibilities does that open up? I have wind that I just have to waste. It opens up no possibilities. Absolutely none. Are you sure? Reasonably. If I don't take that, I'm wasting a duplicator. Maybe that's okay. I'm wasting another one. That's probably not okay. Can't imagine how it would be. If I have a whole bunch of wind at the head of my queue and all of the water, I might be able to do something actually. Taking that is not helpful. See, I need wind left of water. That's what I don't have here. Wind left of water. It's just not very achievable. But see now, here I'm tempted to have the opposite because I have like that situation. This can get me a little higher and then jump up. I remember something like that being involved. I do also remember this being very hard to think about and taking a really long time, so on second encounter that is no different. Okay, so things I can do. If I go down without taking any water, I am guaranteed to waste something. I cannot take the wind without taking the water. Unless I do maybe one of those things that shouldn't work. And I'd prefer not to. I can get the wind on the way down and then end up in this Q state. Wait a second. I remember something. That was the way. That was the way. That was the way. That was the way. Okay, got it. So copy the water. That's not the way. I need wind at the tail of my Q. And here I can't have it. If that wasn't the way... then nothing makes sense. Like, every approach just does not do what I want it to. My water's inaccessible because there's wind in the way. And there's no, like, goofy thing I can do here that's like that and makes sense. I'm either taking that alongside the wind... Okay, so there's 3 things I can do at the start. This is number 1. Okay, 4 things. Number 2 is that. Then I'm wasting this duplicator and getting this water. And wasting this duplicator. And all of that seems bad. Okay, right. So take water, don't take water. Take water, take wind, fall. Take water, take wind, use wind. I feel like this was the way that eventually worked. It's hard to imagine how it could. I can leave 1 water here. Is that helpful somehow? No. I only want 1 wind, so I want to use that... Okay. How can this wind that's next to the sun fragment be of any use to me? The only way that wind can be used is for crossing this gap, not this gap. The bottom one. If I was doing that... I have no use for water at the end. But I have no use for this much wind here. Right? Yeah, now that's water. Of course now it's water. And now I can't do what I want to do. What? How did this work again? I don't know. It does take wind to get through here, right? Yeah. Clearly that's meant to be. And water will not do. So... The whole thing, what I need at the end just is not achievable. I feel like I keep going back and forth and like, I have A and then I need B. Then I get B and then I need A. Then I get A and then I need B. But what I never have is wind at the very left of the queue with a bunch of water in front of it. That's what would solve me. How do I get wind at the very left of the queue with water in front of it? Or with water to the right of it. There's still some wasted water there, which maybe that's okay, but... I only want the 1 wind there. Right, so I need a wind and water sandwich. Doing things in this order is never any good. I can never have any water when I'm in that state unless I do this. And then it's on the wrong side of the wind, right? Not necessarily. Now, well, yes, definitely necessarily. Like, none of that's any good. So right, wind can stand in for some amount of water if I jump from here. It'll get me some height. Here I don't get to do any such thing. Picking that up is completely useless now. Like, yeah, the order that gets this done is just this weird magical thing that feels completely disconnected from everything else that's possible. because everything else that seems possible here just leads absolutely nowhere of worth. I need a minimum of 2 waters to get from some place I can reach to up here. Like, that's non-negotiable. And there has to be a wind left of that. So the end of my queue has to be water, water, wind, from right to left. There is no negotiating on that point whatsoever. I need at least 2 waters to the right of a final wind. Final wind, however, is unachievable. If that can't be done, what's the alternative? Like, final wind, if that is my requirement, just eats all my duplicators. I can do this, I guess. But, like, now I have wasted water. Now I have duplicated wind. It's only possible to get 1 water post getting this wind here, without already having more water. Right, okay, so what if I have left water and just a billion wind? Left water, all the wind. That does not give me my minimum number of waters, and then I can't get the water in the right place. But okay, this is like the closest I can get to testing this little circumstance. I had 1 wind too many, or in the wrong place, and not nearly enough water. Did this change? Did it become impossible? As far as I know, it seems like it would have, but I don't think it changed. I think I did. A big thing that makes no sense to me is that water right below my feet. What could that possibly ever be used for? It's of no use on the way up back toward the exit. And it really can't be used going toward the sun fragment either in any route that I have understood. Here I just use all my wind. I get a lot of water. Yeah, sure, cool. What do you expect me to do with 4 waters here? If my wind is in the wrong place. And it is. If I had a reverse token, how well would that go for me? If I had wind at the end, but I can't. It's unavailable. Hold on a second. Why do I remember something is prickling me about the ability to slide? Was that relevant in this puzzle or was that a different one? There was something about sliding on a wall. I can't imagine how that'd be relevant here. Nothing makes sense still. Nothing makes sense still. Can I get that wind from the other side? Is this jump doable? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it to me. No. So if you want to do that, it's only from the right side. Why would I want to do that, though? Oh, hang on. Okay, so ignoring everything else. If I put things in this state... Okay, so when I'm going up here, here we go, I can derive my state a little bit farther back. What is that wind up there for, though? So at the time that I go up here, I need either empty queue and ability to get water, or... wind to the left of water. But see, where does that wind go? Nowhere. That one is no good. That just messes me up forever. Do I just avoid it? That's as left as that wind can go, but now I have to duplicate it and waste it. And I can only have one water, and now that just makes more wind. I need something that just reverses this. Turn all those waters into winds, turn all those winds into waters. Because without that, what am I even doing? Is there some kind of reversal I can do here that's like... I can't use it. It's like almost something. This wind up top here makes no sense. Nothing in here makes sense. If I do this, if I do it better, ever, someday, and yeah, no, I have nothing. Nothing like what I want. If I had like 4 more waters, 3 more waters, that would do it, but I don't. How did I ever do this? Alright, the mind space I'm put in after finishing the Land of Love and doing all that stuff just is not making it possible to see what is happening here. So you don't take them. Okay. The only possible thing that leads to is this. Then nothing. You're not doing anything from here. Can't get up with that. Squeeze on the left side of the stacked water orbs. Wait, this was the wall slide thing? It was the wall slide thing. Oh, it was the wall slide thing. So that was not a false memory. Okay, that was not a false memory. Okay. That's what it is then. Alright, that'll work. I think... I'm going to need to leave some water there, which I can do. Do I need that much wind, or do I do this all with water? This won't work. Okay, squeeze on the left side and go in. I could take the wind and dip back out. I don't think that's what I want. So I have to take this duplicator. I can leave that other water down there. Let's go over top of this, grab that, and do these actions. Yes, and I use the first one here to do that. Okay. Okay, so that dim memory did actually turn out to be... Alright, so it was secret option number 5, none of the other 4 that I'd looked at. Ugh! Alright, if I did F, that's the final fragment in here, I think. And this should be simpler. It doesn't have an S after it. Is that the Clover up there? The one with 3 leaves? Maybe. Okay, well, this will be more pleasant to think about, probably. So water, a duplicator, I need 2 waters to go up there. Once the door is open, then 2 winds to get through and back. Elemental charge can do this. I have to duplicate this water and keep some water around. Having opened that, here's a bunch more water. There's a wind I don't need, so let's use it on that. But now my things are in the wrong order. Well, no, if I only need 2 waters... Yeah, I need 2 waters. Do I avoid the elemental charge? Easier said than done, but can be done. Why would I want that? I certainly would not... Yeah. because now I don't have enough water. If I do this, the duplicator gets wasted. And I don't see how that could be okay. Can I avoid activating that? I can. That didn't feel right. But I can do it. That puts my water in the wrong place, doesn't it? Well, if I take one wind and use it here, duplicate the water, take the other one up here, then I'm short on elemental charges. Also, my wind is in the wrong order. Okay, so I need to have an empty queue when I'm up there. This doesn't feel right to me. Well, so what if you did this? Alright, empty queue, get up here, take 3 water winds. But then my... okay. Well, it doesn't have to be empty. I just need a way to have 2 water to the right of all this wind. And how would that happen? Mysteriously. To the right, you say? Okay. This does it. So avoiding that thing was what I needed to do? I guess so. Do the hints agree? Sometimes charges the obstacle. On my left for later, sure. I guess just by... okay, maybe that was less jank than it felt. That's fine, it worked. I don't think I had done that puzzle before. That one felt new to me. 4 S's there, sure, that can happen another time. Friendship status? Still good. Okay. Alright, and how's my status of everything? So I need on my own to clean up all the red orbs that I can get at some point. Sure, I can go left of there, that's fine. Cave outskirts, 8 out of 16? There's so much to do here. 3S, right, yeah, that doesn't count. 9 is now available for the 40 that I didn't have when I was here before. And so is 8, and there's 8 more orbs total in here? That's a lot. I could also go forward and see about the faraway Meadowlands for a letter of my name. Maybe I'll do that next time, actually. We'll see what's happened, because again, like I figure I need to come back on my own and just re-input solutions to all of the S puzzles that I stepped away from, or had done on the other save file. Alright, well if I find time I'll do that. If I don't, then they can wait, because as it says, those don't really do anything. But next time I will either do some more of these puzzles back in these worlds, or maybe be tempted into the faraway Meadowlands. We will see.